Hey guys, my name is Aditya, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to program in Java for FTC. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. So, before we start, I'd just like to say that I highly advise that before you take this course or watch these videos, that you at least have a basic knowledge of Java. And the reason I'm saying this is that if you don't have any programming background, you're not necessarily going to understand how the actual algorithms and methods and everything work. And as a result, you're probably just going to be copying whatever I'm doing on the screen. And the issue with this is that code varies from robot to robot. So just using one set of code for one robot is probably not going to cut it. So this course is meant for you guys to learn from what we do, and from there kind of apply that to your own robot and your own code in the future. So I can recommend a couple Java courses: Code Academy, Coursera, Udacity. I can all highly recommend those, or if you're taking a computer science class at your school. Alright, so for the first couple of lessons, we're just going to be focusing on the pushbot that's being provided by FTC. So I'll link the pushbot instructions manual, and there's basically a kit that you can build. So this is going to be the code for the pushbot. So you guys should have that built before you watch these lessons, or else you're not going to have any robot to program. Alright, so let's get started now. Okay, so first things first, I'd recommend that you guys have two things installed. That's just Java itself and some sort of IDE or JDK. I personally like using IntelliJ for an IDE, but you can also use Sublime and other stuff like that, just so you can test your code out, make sure your algorithms work and stuff like that before you actually try to use it on your robot. And if you want to install Java, it should be on the java.com website. I'll link that, or on Oracle, and you can download it from there. And for IntelliJ, if you want to download IntelliJ, you can download the Community Edition, which is free, or if you sign up with a student ID, you can also download that. Alright, one more thing that we need to download is Android Studio. So let's go ahead and do that. So basically what Android Studio does is it compiles your code and everything, but the good thing about it is that it actually transfers your code onto a phone. So there are two different phones that are being used on a typical FTC robot. There's the robot controller and the driver station. So you can basically upload your code onto there, and one of the phones is actually connected to a controller. The other phone is connected to the Rev Hub, and they connect through Wi-Fi Direct. So you can basically share the code between all three devices using Android Studio, and that's how you actually get your code to work on the robot. So yeah, so just go ahead and download Android Studio. And depending on if you're on Windows or Mac, the installation process is probably going to vary a little bit. Alright, so once Android Studio is downloaded, go ahead and click on the file. Select yes. Set it up. If you're on Mac, the installation process will be slightly different. So for this one, I gotta make a folder first. I'm just gonna name it Android Studio. Go ahead and select that. Alright, so it'll take a while to install, so just wait for this to finish. Alright, so now that it's finished, it took about a minute for me. just go ahead and start Android Studio. For now, you can just say do not import settings. Alright, Android Studio is going to start up. Sure. Alright. And if you want to change the type of setup, I would just select standard. Go with dark mode, because that's always better. Alright, finish. It's gonna download everything it needs to download. Go ahead and select finish once it's done, and there you go. So this is just going to be the first lesson. For the next lesson, if you want to stick around, we're going to be setting up a GitHub repository. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching.